My eyes are kind of red today. No? Red? I can't tell. My allergies are going off. But I don't have any makeup on because today has been a non-special event day, except for the fact that today is a very special event because today is the final day of the pre-op liquid diet. Yay! I survived. I'm so proud of myself. I really did not think I was gonna make it. I had cravings here and there throughout the week, but I never gave in and I stuck to my strictly protein shakes and water for the most part all week. I actually went to see my doctor on Thursday for my pre-op appointment, and on Thursday is when she finally told me that I could have any soup I wanted. I didn't have to worry about the sugar content or the sodium content since it was my last week to really enjoy things like that, basically is what she was saying. And she was like, you need to go to Papa Do's and get some lobster bisque or get the crawfish bisque because it's cheaper, because you can't eat the lobster anyways, but the bisque is the same, so you gotta throw out the chunks, so you might as well go for the cheap one and get the crawfish bisque. I wanted to do that, but I didn't. I did go and buy a bunch of soups from the store though. I bought a bunch of Campbell's soups, and I got some of the Campbell on the go soups because I thought it would be easier since there's a little hole when you drink. Since it's an on-the-go cup, I figured that way I wouldn't get any chunks, but I did buy all like chunkless soups. It's so hard though because the store had nothing but chunky soups, like Campbell's chunky soups and then Progresso chunky soups. Like, they're really big on the chunks. They're really advertising that, so it was so hard to find just plain liquid, and it was mainly like cream of mushroom, cream of onion, cream of shrimp, cream of chicken. So I got a bunch of cream of soups, and but the on-the-go cups is the one I was excited about because I figured there's that little hole. Anyways, so I got the creamy baked potato or creamy potato soup with bacon flavor, and I was so excited to eat that, and I was gonna eat that on Friday because on Thursday I still just kind of had a little bit of my tomato soup that I had bought that was 16 grams of sugar that I was nervous about, and I couldn't eat it. I put some of the unflavored protein powder in there, and it kind of looked like Parmesan cheese sprinkled on, you know, marinara sauce. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome. And then I started eating it and then was like, nope, no thank you, don't want it at all. So I just stuck back to my protein shakes and my water. So then on Friday I figured I'd try again with the Campbell soup, and I only had half. I mean, it was great, it tasted great, it was so nice to have something other than the protein shake, but I think I was just so used to the protein shakes all week that I just didn't really care for it. So I only had half and I was full and didn't want any more. But we had a get together on Friday, and it was hard because everyone was eating chips and snacking and all that, and I mean, I wanted a chip so bad, but I didn't. And I actually went to QT to buy them some more chips. QT is our gas station here in Texas, in case you guys don't have any. We went to the gas station and bought them some, and I actually bought like 10 hot dogs. And I mean, the entire time I was getting it, I was thinking that I would want it, but I actually didn't. I mean, pretty proud of myself. I'm really surprised. I really thought I was gonna give in, but it was fine. And of course my friends were apologizing that I had to go get this for them, but I mean, it was no big deal actually. It was fine. And then Saturday I actually cooked. So I actually made Vietnamese curry, which has like chicken, or the one I made had chicken, sweet potato, carrots, and potatoes, and in the broth. And so I was excited because I figured I could just drain out all the solid foods and just eat the broth because my doctor said I could have any soup I wanted. So I made that, and I made some other food, and I mean, it looked so good. And it was hard because I couldn't taste the other food that I made. I made shrimp toast. I really was trying not to name particular foods because I don't want anyone to get cravings, but I made that, but it was really hard because I couldn't try any of it because it's all you know, solid stuff, and plus with the mayo and all that, I just didn't want to risk it. So I had to have Timothy try it. So it was kind of hard, but I guess it was a taste of how my food might taste later because my mom-in-law during Thanksgiving was saying that after the surgery my food probably won't taste as good because I do like to cook for gatherings and things like that, and I've been told that I'm a good cook. Who knows, they could be lying to me, but she did say that, you know, my food probably won't taste that good anymore since I won't be able to taste the food and my taste buds won't be the same. But I think it was okay after cooking on Saturday, cooking the curry and the shrimp toast. I mean, the food turned out fine, and even then I could barely taste it, but the soup I did have, and I had 2 bowls because it was so good, it was so refreshing. So I'm kind of excited about that I'll be able to do that moving forward. I mean, I can still make the foods I like the liquid ones, so obviously a lot more soups And I actually do really like soup, so I have a lot to choose from. And now that I know that I can make it and just eat that, I should be good to go. So I'm fine there. So I'm pretty excited about that. I wish I had seen her earlier that week so that I could have done that a lot earlier, but it's okay. But other than that Vietnamese soup that I had Saturday, pretty much same thing, just protein shakes and water, which hasn't been bad at all. I am very excited though because my doctor gave me these Bariatric Advantage vitamins, and they're like little squares. They're all the way over there. I don't want to go get them, but they are they look like little Starburst squares, and I love Starburst. Starburst is my favorite. So they look like Starburst and they taste like Starburst, and those are the vitamins that I can have. So I am super duper excited about that because I think that'll make taking my vitamins much easier, because I still, ever since Tuesday, have not really had the vitamins that I bought from the vitamin shop. So I'm gonna return all of those because those were a no-go for me. And I'm gonna just, I think, stick to those little Starburst vitamins because that'll be so much easier just to pop them in, because it'll feel like I'm eating Starburst. So that'll take that pain away. So I'm just packing now for tomorrow, and I watched a lot of what's in my hospital bag, of course, so mine's pretty much gonna be the same thing. So I'll just kind of go over it. I won't show you really anything except for this Bariatric band that I bought. It's just a elastic band. Someone suggested it, said that it was nice to kind of hold everything in. Sorry, I'm opening it because it's all elastic, but it's just this cloth cover up, and then you just wrap it around, and then kind of like, you know, like those waist trainers or something, but you just wrap it, and then it'll like kind of keep you together. So I thought that that sounded like a great idea with the incisions and all that. So I figured I could do that. Hopefully, if they let me or allow me to wear it, I think this is gonna be really helpful, because I've heard that it feels like you do, or the abdomen pain feels like you're doing like 1,000 crunches, and you just feel all that soreness in your stomach. So I figured this band could help with that. So I got this one on Amazon for $35 in a 2XL just to be safe. It's very stretchy, so there's a lot of give, so I'm okay with that. It fit perfectly. It fit really comfortably, and it gets like snug where I needed to snug. I just pulled it a little bit tighter to really hold it in. So I think this is gonna come in handy. I think this is gonna be a great purchase. Hopefully they let me, but I don't see why they wouldn't. And then I brought, I'm bringing a couple of robes. I bring a couple because I'm bringing one a lightweight one, just because, you know, it might be hot, because Texas is always hot. And then I also brought a heavy dutier robe, more fluffy robe, just in case it is cold. But both are long robes so that I can walk around the hallways. I heard that that was, in the videos I watched, a lot of people recommended that. And I get it, because, you know, the hospital gowns are open in the back, and I'm not trying to moon anybody while I'm trying to get the gas out. So I wanted to make sure I had the robe to be covered up, and I'm bringing a change of clothes for when they discharge me, which is hopefully the next day. Fingers crossed and prayers. I'm just gonna bring a maxi dress and a cardigan. Again, because Texas is hot sometimes, but the cardigan just in case anyways. But I figured I'd want to wear the maxi dress only because with the incisions and things like that, I don't think I'd want to put my like gym pants back on, because the band or whatever, I just didn't want to take that chance. I really want to just let it breathe for as much as I possibly can. So I figured I'm going to go with the maxi dress just so that it's more breathable down there in the stomach area. And I'm bringing a blanket because hospitals are always cold. I could not find the Gas X strips. Really disappointed about that. I could have bought them on Amazon, but for some reason it kept telling me that it was out of stock when it said in stock, and then I would put it in the cart and then it would go away. So I wasn't able to get the thin strips, but I did find the chewable tablets. So I got the cherry one. Hopefully they let me take that. I have the Biotine that everyone suggested too for the dry mouth, because I do hate that feeling, so I brought that. And then my typical toiletries, my toothbrush, my toothpaste. I'm not bringing my makeup or anything because I don't care what I look like at that point. My hairbrush, my hair tie, a hair clip, just so it's easier if I don't want to like have this tight of a bun to give me a headache or anything if I'm too nauseous or something. And I am also bringing my deodorant, my Vaseline just for my lips so that it's not dry, and also my CPAP machine because they did suggest to bring that with you. And then I was prescribed the codeine and the promethazine for nausea, which is really weird. I didn't think promethazine would help with that, but apparently it does. It's for cough and nausea, so they gave me that. I was supposed to get an Amend tablet to help. My doctor suggested it and said that it would be really helpful with the nausea afterwards, that it's kind of a godsend to have that Amend. But unfortunately, my pharmacies did not carry that, and my surgeon, I gotta tell you guys, she is so amazing. I mean, this whole process, she's been so good, but today really showed it. And so I'm so excited that I chose her as my surgeon, because I really feel like I trust her and I'm comfortable with her. And so it makes me feel safe for my surgery tomorrow. But today's Sunday and my surgery is tomorrow on Monday at 10:45. And I called the hotline. I didn't think it was going to call her, but I called the number that's on our little emergency packet or whatever, because I picked up my prescription today and the Amend wasn't in there, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, I need this Amend because I really don't want to feel the nausea, because I feel nausea all the time and I hate it. It's like one of the worst feelings for me other than my suicide headaches, but I have nausea all the time. So I kind of deal with nausea all the time, but if I can get away with not having nausea, then why not, right? So when I went to go pick up my prescription, the Amend wasn't in there and the promethazine was there for my nausea. So I asked my pharmacist, why is this? And she was like, well, I don't see Amend on the prescription form, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I called the doctor, the hotline that I thought was just going to be the nurse. But they actually, I guess, paged my doctor, and my doctor called me back on her personal phone and was like, hey, she calls me Ladybug, so she's always like, hey Ladybug, what's going on? And so I told her, and so she actually went and called the pharmacy for me and then called me back, let me know that they didn't have it, called another pharmacy, they called me back, told me they didn't have it. But she did say that since I'm having the gastric bypass, my nausea won't be as bad. Usually the nausea is worse for the gastric sleeve patients. So she said that not having the Amend isn't too bad of an issue. I mean, I might feel a little bit of nausea, but I'll have pain medicine while I'm there at the hospital, that I'm sure, the little pain pump that they'll give me. So I might not feel it. So it should be okay. And like I said, I deal with nausea all the time anyway, so I think I'll be okay. But Dr. Charlotte Hodges at New U Bariatrics in Las Colinas, Texas is amazing. And I cannot rave about her enough. And I think if I'm this excited about her even before the surgery, I'm sure I'm going to be this excited about her after the surgery. I'll probably update you guys tomorrow or a couple of days after, just to kind of give myself some time to recover. I will try to record though, at least how I feel after the surgery and all of that. And I'll ask Timothy to do that if I forget. Because I know that the entire time I was watching all these vlogs, I was like, I want to know how it felt the minute you got out. I want to know how painful it is. I want to know this and I want to know that. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to think of the things I said I wanted to know and record those down for you guys, because maybe you guys wanted to know the same thing. But I did have a friend actually, which is kind of funny. She commented on my vlog on my Facebook and told me that she just got the surgery on Wednesday. And so that was Friday that I was talking to her, and she said that she was fine, and that the pain wasn't too unbearable. The incisions were tender, but the gas pain is, you know, what hurt. So I'm hoping the Gas X will help with that. And so, but she did tell me that a big tip for her was that she wished that she had taken better before pictures, or full body before pictures and all that. So I took some here, but I'm going to go ahead and do a quick video now, so that way we can look at the progression later. Hopefully there's a lot of progression later. So I'm just going to kind of step back so you can see full body. I made sure not to wear black. I usually always wear black, but I don't want to wear something that was slimming anyways. I'm not trying to cheat. So this is going to be kind of nerve-wracking for me. I always try to hide my stomach. I usually like to wear bigger clothes just so that it's more flowy and it hides my stomach and everything. And I think that's why a lot of people don't realize that I am the size and the weight that I am. And so this is my first time actually showing all of my body, at least in this kind of public arena. But I think it'll be helpful, and I think I'm gonna really appreciate it later when I look back and see how much I've lost. Hopefully, cross fingers and prayers. I didn't have any other colored shorts, so they had to be black. But so here's the front view. And it's all kind of in my midsection here, so I can't wait to get rid of this, but I am nervous about the loose skin. And the side view is where it looks really bad. So I have all the arm here and the stomach here that really protrudes out. I've always had this kind of nose thing. I don't know, so it looks like two stomachs. So it's kind of like a nose here and then my big old roll there on the bottom. But hopefully this goes down, slims down. And then the back view. Again, a lot of back rolls that I usually try to hide with flowy shirts. And then my bat wings. Hopefully I lose those. This jiggle. And then again, this side view, so you can see that again. The double nose, the nose and the roll. And back to the front. So that is that. Hopefully I will look back on this and appreciate that I did this, as opposed to being so nervous as I am now and embarrassed and scared to show this. But I said I would be 100% transparent, so that's what I'm doing. And hopefully this works out in my favor. So yeah, that's that. And I'm gonna go finish putting everything in my bag and going back to my prayers. Crosses my fingers, my eyes, my toes, everything, that everything goes smoothly and that I come back to you guys with a successful follow-up video documenting my pain-free gastric bypass surgery. Bye.